guess I should say it. Welcome to the Young Old Heads podcast. My name is Ben Thompson.
It's your boy Jay Fair.
And it's your boy Uncle Jerry covering everything college sports.
All right, well, today we're going to start it off since it's fresh. Also, Happy New Year, everybody. But since it's fresh,
Happy New Year.
We're going to start it off with MMA. And I think it's time. I'm a big Ronda Rousey fan, y'all. And UFC 207 was just a couple days ago. And I'm going to go ahead and tell the truth. I'm not a Ronda fan no more. I'm done with her.
Ben, you can't leave her after that, bro. She got massacred, yes, but you can't just.
I'm a Conor fan. I done seen him lose. I'll take a loss. But what I won't take is you getting your ass beat back-to-back fights. In like that. That was terrible. I'm done with her. It happens.
Yeah, it happens. Ben, what were her trainers thinking though? She showed no adjustments from the first fight, no defense. Like what?
I don't know what dude was thinking. Dude must think it was still like 2014 or something, bro. Like fighters got a lot better, and Ronda's hands are the same, if not worse, and that chin is glass.
Oh yeah, her chin is butt. We know that.
Yeah, and those girls are starting to hit Ronda like men right now, bro. They are rocking her.
Like in camp, what was she working on? Because like
nothing, James. That's what she was working on. Nothing.
She need to work on that face she make after she get clocked, bro. Cause she get meaned every time. Like I don't know how you work on that, but it's ugly.
She got knocked in the shape of an L, bro. She has to retire. She's done. She has to retire.
Hey, bro.
Well, she gonna like a coward if she retire, man. I'm just gonna keep fighting.
She about to make that money. She got a lot of movie deals lined up. So why take less money?
I'll get my ass whooped for $3 million.
So
she's not gonna keep getting $3 million if she get knocked out like that. The part of the third thing was she was a legend. I was like, I don't know about that. All right,
can we
next up on MMA? What were you about to say?
How she finessed the system? She made $3 million in 48 seconds, though.
I mean, you gotta
legendary.
I mean, Floyd been finessing the system for a while, and y'all still paying for that.
Oh no, I
don't do that.
Ain't nobody paying for no Floyd fight.
Speaking of a Floyd fight, I mean, it's been a lot of talk about Conor versus Floyd. Who y'all got in the boxing fight, and who y'all got in MMA?
In a boxing match, Floyd Mayweather. No, in a boxing match.
Y'all really have to answer that.
Oh my god!
You know what I'm saying? I think Conor might put them paws on him.
Oh my god!
You know what I'm saying?
Really? You being serious, or are you just being Skip Bayless right now?
Are you just talking, or are you trying to move the discussion, or are you being serious?
What did James just say? I'm being who right now?
Skip Bayless.
You heard me?
Okay, bro. We about to cut this whole podcast short, bro. Don't disrespect me like that again.
But no, man. I personally feel like it would just be a waste of time. Either fight.
It'd be good money.
MMA
people watch though.
People would.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna pay $100 for it, but I'll watch.
You're gonna see a slaughter, like either way. Yes, so it doesn't matter. Like
it doesn't matter.
I guess so.
It doesn't matter.
It's all right. Well, let's move on to the NFL now, since y'all disrespecting Conor like that.
Ooh, okay.
Let's see what we're gonna start with, fellas. Let me grab my notes right quick. You already know.
You gotta get his notes. Yeah, you gotta be prepared. I want you to be prepared.
While Jerry got this chance, can we point out that he look kind of like a chubby Chance the Rapper right now?
Okay.
Chance
all right, Go ahead, man.
Okay, Ben.
Before I start, I want to shout out all the guys that's watching live right now. We got a few people watching live, so I just want to shout them out.
Hey. What up, Kappa?
But all right, NFL topics. We're gonna start with this coaching carousel. Well, right now we have about like 6 teams from these coaches. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm gonna let Ben talk about the Jaguars first.
That atrocity of
it's a couple. Okay, bro, relax over there. Anyway, back to my Jaguars. Finally let Gus Bradley go. He was a bum, worst coach in NFL history, but It's a lot of good guys out there like Josh McDaniels, Kyle Shanahan, and Mike Smith. I'm hoping I kind of want to do McDaniels because I'm thinking maybe we finesse a Jimmy Garoppolo trade if Bortles keeps me in trash down the road. But I also like Kyle Shanahan because he's produced a lot of great years from quarterbacks. RG3 was good when Shanahan was there. He bought back Matt Ryan. He even made, I think it was Matt Schaub look good for a year. So, I mean, if you can make Matt Schaub look good, bro, come on now. I mean, let me try that out as a head coach.
How about Tom Coughlin?
Old.
I think if you do Tom Coughlin, you got to already have somebody that he wants to be the head coach after in like 2 or 3 years because dude's like 70, so he ain't gonna be there for that long. So when he leaves, it needs to be a successor already.
Tom Coughlin would struggle for the same reason that he struggled with the Giants. The Giants roster got younger. Tom Coughlin's not going to come in and connect with the young team. Those Giants teams that were great, they were older veteran guys. They did things the Tom Coughlin way. But now, I mean, you're not just going to say, for instance, you give him, okay, you maybe could give him the Broncos because they got a few veterans leaders there or something like that. But you can't give him a team like the Jags. The Jags are too young. They need a youthful coach. I want to see Terrell Austin get a job. The DC from the Lions. I think his time up. I'd like to see a few more minority coaches, make it. So I'm looking for Terrell Austin.
Speaking of minority coaches, do you honestly think Hugh Jackson should stick around? Like, I mean, they went 1-15.
It's the Browns, Ben. It's the Browns.
It's one game in 17 weeks.
Ben, me, you, and James could coach the Browns to win one game. It's the Browns.
I don't know about James, but yeah, me and you probably should.
Do you see that?
Oh, for real? Oh.
Ben, do you see that roster? That roster?
Bro, I seen it, bro. I don't care. These are NFL players, bro. You can win more than one game.
It's NFL players, and this is the Browns.
This is the Browns.
It's like a drop-off.
No.
Come on, man.
Okay, bro.
No, Ben.
But all right, let's talk about
my hands up. I'll give him another year.
Okay.
All right, let's see what we got. Surprising win the Denver Broncos. I think that's clear cut. It's going to be Kyle Shanahan. I mean, that's obvious.
Oh, you think he's going there?
I mean,
I think he fits. I think he fits.
I think so.
Yeah, I think
especially he can bring a dynamic offense he has in Atlanta, and he can bring that over to Denver. I don't think he needs a quarterback. He has the weapons, especially at receiver.
I mean, he's got Paxton Lynch, so he got to coach him up.
Yeah, I was gonna say y'all giving up on Trevor Siemian and Paxton Lynch already.
Well, Trevor, I mean, you got to do something with Trevor, bro. But Paxton, you got to make that move because you spent that first round pick on him.
I think he deserves a shot.
Yeah. I mean, his other coaching jobs, Los Angeles Rams, Buffalo Bills, 49ers, and the Chargers. I mean,
the LA job is kind of trash, though, because, I mean.
I don't know. I disagree.
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, I mean, it is LA.
I like Jared Goff coming in.
Do it the right way.
It is LA. So it brings a whole nother media aspect of it. But yeah, I think the Rams have some pieces. And I look at the NFC West. And Seattle has shown to be very beatable. The Cardinals are done. Right. I think the Cardinals are done. So I think the Rams are right there poised to be able to be that next team.
I mean, yeah, I see that happening. But some names that come up constantly. We have Sean Payton. He's been rumored for Buffalo Bills and Los Angeles Rams. This is like it's a long shot. And then we got Vance Joseph. He's coming. He's former Bengals coach.
Yeah,
especially with the DBs. He's with the Dolphins now. We have Sean McDermott.
He was a Bengals DB coach. Oh yeah, he ain't getting no job. Bro.
And Jaguars coaches up here. So let's
because they don't win games. You got to win games to get jobs, bro. They don't win games.
Man, whatever.
Ain't nobody been hired under McCarthy yet.
Ain't nobody hiring McCarthy because McCarthy would be a dummy to leave Aaron Rodgers.
I said ain't nobody hiring people under McCarthy.
Actually, Ben McAdoo is the coach of the New York Giants right now. Thank you.
Okay, well, he was with them for a little bit.
He was, but he went to the playoffs in his first year as a head coach.
He's still butt.
Okay.
All right, so let's move on. Playoff prediction.
Like Super Bowls or what? Who I think coming from the AFC? Who I think coming from the NFC?
Who you got from the AFC, Ben? Who you got from the AFC?
AFC, I got Tom Brady, the GOAT, number 12, New England Patriots. I mean, they going to the Super Bowl. They are going because who they got? The Raiders are injured. Are a good regular season team, not a great playoff team. I mean, they ain't got to worry about the Broncos this year, so I think it's pretty much a smooth road to the Super Bowl for New England. And from the NFC, that's where it gets tricky. I'm thinking, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even going to say Seahawks because I want to, but surprise, maybe muster itself in there. Or if A-Rod can get something going, maybe y'all get in there.
If he can get something going? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
You just dismissing what he did the last 6 weeks?
I'm talking about playoff football right now.
Oh,
I'm talking about playoff football.
Oh, my gosh. Okay. All right. Aaron Rodgers is the hottest player in football right now. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Packers fan. I'm saying that because the stats show that. So but I'm not even going to start on the NFC.
We ain't going to talk about Tom Brady's 28 touchdowns, 2 picks. I think that's pretty high right there.
Aaron Rodgers is the best quarterback in football.
When Aaron Rodgers plays the way he has the last 6 weeks, he is the best quarterback in football.
That's the problem. He only played well for 6 weeks.
And look, when I say this, I'm not disrespecting Tom Brady. But every year he won it, he had a top 10 defense. He has one again.
Every year.
You can look it up. I'm not saying it helps him. But I mean, hey, he keeps offense rolling. But it helps with having a top 10 defense. And they're number one in points allowed.
And having a great offense also makes that defense look better because you're always on the field, showing up, clock, and scoring.
And
that defense balls. And stop playing.
I'm not disrespecting Tom Brady by any means. I'm just saying when that man, Aaron Rodgers, does what he's done the last 6 weeks, it's no comparison. But I'm going to the AFC, and I'm going to surprise a lot of people, and I'm going to pick the Kansas City Chiefs with Andy Reid to come out of the AFC. And when I gotta hit that mean face on you. The Kansas City Chiefs. I think the Patriots are a great team. I think Tom Brady's a great team, of course. But I don't want to pick Brady. I don't want to pick the Patriots. So I'm gonna say the Kansas City Chiefs. And I also think the Steelers have been playing better. I'm kind of iffy on them right now, but I think they've been playing better. But the lower half of the AFC is just.
Hey, 1 second. I promise. That we got our first caller. What's the question?
Hey, I just want to let you guys know that I'm a big fan of the show. I'm following you for news, live streaming it from YouTube, and wow, great points you guys are making. But one question for you guys: Terrell Owens, do you think he has any shot in making the Hall of Fame? Thank you, and I appreciate any of you guys' thoughts.
All right, thanks, Nick. We'll answer that question right for you now.
Yeah. So what he said is, will Terrell Owens make the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, should he? Does he have a chance to make the Hall of Fame?
Ever?
Yeah, he should.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He should have been a first ballot Hall of Fame. I don't know. Statistically speaking, he's at worst the 5th receiver.
Statistically,
in NFL history.
but
we gotta look at the Hall of Fame people, man. They old sticklers
now. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, it's these next few years. It's just very tough. I mean, it's just very, very tough. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I mean, T.O. is going to be in the Hall of Fame. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, of course. But it's just I don't know if the numbers are going to be there for him to make just. It's just going to be a numbers game, and I don't know if it's going to work out for him first ballot. But he definitely is going to be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah. As much as I disliked him when he played, just because he beat up on my Packers quite a few times, but he's a Hall of Fame player, hands down. Yeah, no doubt.
All right, let's move to the next topic. So let's have a little bit of fun. Top 5 receivers this year. I did my research. I'm gonna say my list.
All right.
I mean,
go ahead, let him out.
I don't agree with me, but we're gonna see how it fly.
All right.
Number 5. I got Jordan Nelson.
Okay.
Then he had the most touchdowns.
I like it.
For wide receiver. You know what I'm saying? Respect. At 4, I got T.Y. Hilton. Most receiving yards. I mean, he's balling. I ain't really get to see him play that much, but I respect the numbers. At 3, I got Antonio Brown. I hate the Steelers. I just hate them. I always hate them, but I respect Antonio Brown. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Bengals be shutting them down a little bit, but you know what I'm saying? I mean, 106 catches, 1,200 yards, 12 TDs. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It was a really good year. And then
but can he do it without Roethlisberger?
I mean, yeah, that's been a knock, but I mean, he's a talent. But I mean, them backward quarterbacks is terrible.
But is he ever going to have to do it without Roethlisberger? Like, I mean,
that's the thing, yeah, Roethlisberger's hurt every year. Like 3 games a year, he got to do it without Big Ben.
Yeah, he played the whole season this year, correct?
Did he?
He sat out the last game. He sat out the last game. Yeah, he sat out. He sat out.
Yeah, he hurt his knee. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, the biggest dude always going to get hurt.
All right, number 2, man, I got Julio Jones. He would have been 1, but he got injured. And my number 1 guy that I have has been balling. And that's Odell Beckham. I mean, that's obvious, man. Like, he's been balling. It's hard to check him. I mean, he can do everything, man. That's respect.
Okay.
So, I mean, y'all agree or y'all disagree?
I mean, that's our list. I gotta say, I mean, for me at 5, I'm gonna mix it up a little bit. You know what?
Mm-hmm.
For 5, you know, I'm gonna go Mike Evans.
That's the guy. Yeah,
a lot of people don't respect him, but he's statistically speaking, he's had one of the best 3-year starts to careers than anybody ever, besides Odell. Anyway, so 5 we got Mike Evans.
One thing, I had Mike Evans at 5, but you look at this stat, he had 20 more targets than Jordy Nelson, and Jordy Nelson has better stats. That's the only reason I put Jordy Nelson in.
Yeah, but I still got to give it to the guy who's been doing it for the past 3 years, and Jordy's been kind of banged up a little bit.
The man tore his ACL last year. That's the only reason.
I don't know. He's been banged up. That's being banged up.
God.
Yeah. But Jordy Nelson been balling. That's how to give it to him this year, especially coming back off a knee.
He's the NFL comeback player of the year. He's the NFL comeback player of the year, hands down.
Okay. All right. Well, anyway, 5, Mike Evans. Then we got at 4. I'm gonna go ahead. You know what? I don't want to do it, but I'll give it to T.Y. just because he had a good year. He's good. He's not real flashy. He'll have a long catch, but I mean, he's plays for the Colts. No one really watches the Colts like that, so he goes under the radar. I'll give T.Y. 4. At 3, I'm gonna have to go ahead and give it to AB this year. At 3, it hurts because AB, I think, before this year was the best receiver in the NFL. But I'll show you who is the new best. At 2, it's OBJ. You know what I'm saying? He's a game changer. And at 1, even though he was hurt this year, he still finished 2nd in the league in receiving yards. At Man Jones. I mean, that boy's the closest thing you get to Calvin Johnson.
No,
and he's low. Yeah, I'm just saying. Julio's best receiver in the league.
He's no Calvin Johnson, and this is coming from a Packers fan who had to play Calvin Johnson twice for his entire career.
They're pretty comparable players.
They look the same. He's no Calvin Johnson. All right. In my top 5, I'm gonna shake things up a lot. I'm not a big. I'm okay with Ty. Ty is a close for me, but Ty is not in my top 5. I'm starting off with Mike Evans at the number 5 slot.
Respect.
I got to put my man Jordy Nelson, who led the league in touchdown catches and coming off of an ACL injury, at number 4. At number 3, I'm going with Julio Jones. At number 3, that man from Atlanta that Ben is for some reason so high on. At number 2, I have that man from Pittsburgh, AB. And of course, number 3, I'm sorry. At number 1, I have OBJ. That man, I mean, he's just dynamic with the ball in his hands. He's just dynamic. I just go to a play he had against the Cowboys a couple of weeks ago. They're in the game, but the Cowboys are hanging around, and he takes a 10-yard slant and goes to the house. So I mean, he's just dynamic with the ball in his hands. Right. But Eli can get it there.
All right, so switch to
another topic.
What you got over there? What you cooking up?
All right, I'm cooking up since this college football season, and we're gonna go to a topic that a lot of people had a lot of heated thoughts about and a lot of ideas. Some that a lot of the kids then got a lot of heat about. Some that a lot of the commentators then got a lot of heat about. But we, of course, and I think James has some really pointed ideas about this. But we're gonna talk about that bowl, that sitting out a bowl, and should the guys do it, or should the guys not do it, or how do y'all feel about it? So I got some thoughts about it, and I'll round it up, but I want to hear what y'all think first.
Say about guys sitting out the bowl?
Yes.
I mean, I'm be honest. I think if you are a guy who has a first round grade, I really do think you should sit out. I mean, because you're not winning anything. You're only going to lose millions if you get hurt. So if you're a top 15 guy, then I mean, if I know I'm a top 15 guy, I'm not playing. Unless it's the college football playoffs, I'm not playing.
You're not playing?
Like, no.
Okay.
Especially if I'm a 4-year player, like a senior. I've been playing. Whether I'm a redshirt senior, whatever. I'm not playing because it's just you're only going to stand and lose money, especially in a meaningless game that only makes the NCAA money.
So should all of those guys sit out, or should they stay? Or should it just be up to each player? Like, can we?
I think it should be up to each player. I don't think all of them should sit out because then that just hurts the game. But I mean, if you want them to play, you need to give them a little incentive, throw them a little cash.
Okay. Well, what about the people that say they get incentives? They get the per diem. That they get the per diem.
Hold up. We got one more caller.
Oh, we got another caller. Who's calling in?
Hello, caller.
Hello. I just want to say, big fan of the show, boys.
Thank you.
So a question on the season. So what how does it outweigh one or the other? If your team's playing in the AT&T Cotton Bowl, pretty historic bowl, or the Rose Bowl like last night, as opposed to, I don't know, the Bahamas Popeyes Bowl or Dollar General Bowl, does that outweigh anything when it comes down to playing in the bowl game if you're an NFL prospect?
All right.
But thank you, Cole.
Thanks, Cole. All right. Thanks, Faye.
Talk about this one.
One of y'all got this?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah, I want to hear James' thoughts first, and then I'm gonna talk, and then I'll talk about the difference in the bowls. Yeah, go ahead, Fu.
This is my whole thing. The difference in the bowls. That's why I salute Christian McCaffrey and Leonard Fournette.
Okay,
I can see a Fournette or McCaffrey's in the Rose Bowl and decide to sit out. That's a big difference to sitting out the Sun Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like these kids have a shot to be the 1% that make it to the NFL, and it shrinks that percentage of first round.
Yeah,
to make millions.
It does.
And that's what I'm saying. It's about being smart. And the NCAA is a joke to me because think about this.
We won't
make millions.
We won't get on the
NCAA. They make millions.
But I got some
top
ideas
players
for them too.
They make millions off top players.
Mm-hmm.
Not much revenue they're getting just because they signed the #1 running back in the nation. All them big donors. Here you go. I want to see him play. Want a better plane? You want a better plane? Here you go. But think about the revenue that's coming in, and then they say, be grateful because they get a free education.
And
I don't think a free education equals the millions of dollars that.
And if we look, this is off topic a little bit. We talk about
one game they want to protect themselves.
If we talk about the education they're getting, that thing is dwindled. In the past, a college degree meant a lot. Now, don't mean nearly as much, and you're paying more money for it.
And James, just to talk about that point that you just made, and to talk about the point that you just made with the money wars, and we could have a whole podcast just on the money wars of the NCAA, and that speaks to the bigger problem that I think is happening is the fact, okay, for example, Texas A&M built a brand new facility, all the decks out. They got holograms for the names in the locker room. They got everything there. They got their own cafeteria. They got They got their own study spaces, everything like that. They even got a barbershop in the football facility. Why does the football facility need a barbershop? Right there in the football facility? I'm not talking about on.
Hey, look good, play good. Look good, play good. Bro.
Hey Ben, I'm not talking about on campus. I'm talking about in the football facility. They literally have a own city in the football facility. So when that money thing happens, it just the worker always gets the short end of the stick. And that's just the way the economics part of things works. Is that the workers, I mean, the kids and the workers and everybody doing all of that. And then this big thing.
I was going to get to that because I'm going to just finish my point right quick. I'm going to try to make this quick. We talk about the workers. This engine doesn't run without the college players.
It doesn't.
And then these analysts in the NCAA and some of these coaches who are hypocrites. Like, I'm just going to go a few examples. Miami coach, Mark Richt. He makes $4 million annually to coach amateurs. You know what I'm saying? And you bashing them because the guy, let's just think about this. The first running back pick last year, Ezekiel Elliott, having a great year. So look, Leonard Fournette sees that. I'm not going to blow that shot to keep the trend of getting running backs picked in the first round again. So, yeah, I've been banged up all season. You know what I mean? I'm going to sit out. I just did my research and listen to these stats. This, without a bowl game, this is stats. Career-wise, he has 616 carries, 3,800 yards, and 40 touchdowns. He has paid his dues. He can sit out whenever he wants.
And that's not even to mention, some of these guys been playing varsity football since 8th grade.
Yeah.
Like, let's look at a guy like Derrick Henry. If you look at his high school stats, Derrick Henry had like 12,000 yards in his high school career. That's an NFL career in 4 years. And you got this guy playing college football, then going to the NFL.
My whole point is we shouldn't let the media or any of these coaches call these players selfish for them being the few who's making a smart choice. And they play a brutal position. It's not like a lineman or something like that. It's a running back.
And look at it.
No
look at the past 2 years.
There's no diss.
You got first round guys like
big
Jake
tough
Butt.
guys.
You got first round guys like Jake Butt, who tears his ACL in a game that's not a college football playoff game. You got Jalen Smith last year, who would have been a top 10 pick at worst.
I hate how the media
blows his knee. Doesn't even get to play his rookie year.
Yeah.
Bro, I hate how the media.
Who knows how much of a player he'll be now?
The biggest problem I have is that, and Kirk Herbstreit said it, and Kirk Herbstreit said it yesterday, which I was proud of him saying it a little bit because he walked back what he originally said because he was a little aggressive what he originally said, but he said that everybody should have their own choice, which is what I think. I think it's up to each individual player, and if you as a coach and you as a man don't understand that, then you're not doing it for the right things. Because you say you're supposed to be there to help teach these young guys become men, to get them through school, to give these guys an opportunity to play some great football, and then to win. When winning becomes more than that, then that's when you got to look at yourself. You got to look at yourself in the mirror. But and that doesn't necessarily mean I would say I would totally skip or that I wouldn't play. But I think it's up to each individual person, and I don't think anybody should be bashed for that particular reason.
My whole thing is, man, it's just like the media. I hate ESPN through this whole thing because they use the Jalen Smith example. I don't think the Jalen Smith example is really good. Top 10 talent. They go 34th overall after messing your knee up that badly. To go 34th, had to start
and not play
the entire year. And not play. And then they used Derek Carr, and Derek Carr was like, "I can't imagine me sitting out the bowl game." If you do research, yes, Derek Carr. Yeah, Derek Carr played at Fresno State.
Say no more. He
needed the bowl game. You know what I'm saying? And that bowl game helped him to be the 4th-rated quarterback in that draft class with Bortles and Bridgewater and Johnny Manziel.
Yeah. There. Oh gosh,
you know what I mean? So it's a difference. It's just them two running backs ain't needed.
It's just no comparison. That's my whole thing is you cannot say that you have a problem with them doing that. I mean, I just don't see it. It's everybody. You can say you don't agree with it, and that's okay. Everybody doesn't agree with everything anybody does. Like, I don't agree with how money drives college football, or money drives college sports. Right. I don't agree with that. Most of the power in college sports is held by people who never played sports and being big donors.
Bingo.
But for you to say just because you don't agree with it and you don't like it that they're wrong for doing it is completely out of the realm, and it's completely crazy. And it's just I mean, and I think the bowls do make a difference. I mean, no offense to the Sun Bowl. The Sun Bowl does have a history, but it's a big difference if I'm playing in the Cotton Bowl and the Sun Bowl in the discussion. I mean, it's just that simple.
True that.
Or the Birmingham Bowl. Like, everybody has a bowl, man. I turned on ESPN last week, and 2 6-8 teams were playing. Maryland and Boston College played each other. 2 6-8 teams played.
I could be the worst player on the team. I'm not playing the Dollar General Bowl in Mobile, Alabama. You know what I mean? No disrespect to Alabama, but I ain't going. Hell no, I ain't going.
Hey, what was it? All these, a lot of bowls give the guys, no gifts. Like, Belk gave the guys a $450
gift card to Dollar General.
And then someone stole something on that joint.
Oh yeah, dude got suspended. The starting tight end from.
How do you get $450 in a gift card and you end up shoplifting?
I don't know. We won't get into that one.
You could buy the whole store for that.
I ain't gonna curse, but we know what that is.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can give. All right, so we're gonna switch over to college basketball for a minute, and we're gonna cover another controversial topic. But what's up with Grayson Allen? What's up with your boy Grayson Allen, James?
Man. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with him, man. I mean, I'm a Duke boy at heart, but I feel like, man, this is the third time.
Yeah.
Against Louisville.
Yeah.
And then he did against Florida State.
Yeah.
And then we come into the new year. We like, okay, it's a new season. He's grown up, matured.
You would think.
And you get emotional when we playing Elon. Like, you're not about to go on a 15-0 run, blow these cats out the gym. And I hope he sits out a couple of more weeks. I mean, Duke's going to keep winning, and we're not going to dominate without him. But he needs to learn, man. Like, we can't have that at all. We need him. He's the it factor for us.
He is.
Simple as that. But he deserves to be suspended. How long?
He does.
I don't know. I say 2 weeks.
I really applaud Coach K and Duke for this, because a lot of times you see guys, I don't want to say get off the hook, but guys, especially when you're a big player. I mean,
remember, you don't think he got off the hook a little bit? It's like his third time doing it.
What do you want to kick him off the team, Ben? I mean,
we kick him off the team, but you should address that the first time. That's letting it happen.
Yeah, he did let it happen. We
don't know how it got addressed. It probably got addressed in practice and not like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, that's an administrative thing. You got to punish him for that. Especially after the second time.
It's hard to discipline a player when you only play like 6 players like we did last year.
Yeah.
And
that's then that shows it's not a real thing. You really don't care about if your players are acting up like that. You just care about, okay, can I survive without this player and win? I mean, that's not what it's about. If I'm showing, is my product good?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
is my product great?
Well, they got blown out by Virginia Tech and Blacksburg over the weekend, and we're not talking about football. We're talking about Virginia Tech basketball. And Buzz Williams Buzz is doing a great job over there, but that's another topic for another day. But
and that shows how much we need Grayson Allen.
Oh yeah, you need Grayson Allen.
You know what I'm
saying? I think if you would have showed him that last year, what happens when he's not on the court because he does stupid things, you wouldn't have what happened this past week over this past couple weeks.
Okay,
but so, man, it's a difference when you have.
If you would have just took control of your team in the beginning, you wouldn't be here right now. And I mean, I think that's a coaching mistake. I'm glad he got back up on it now, but he did let it happen.
Okay.
I mean, a lot of people don't question the top coaches. Like, nobody's gonna question Bill Belichick when he traded Jamie Collins and Chandler Jones.
Or
nobody's gonna question Coach K. Coach K.
Or Coach Belichick for nobody. Not a lot of people batted an eye.
We got another call. Wait, time out.
All right,
This caller doesn't need a name. This caller needs.
It's your boy Quincy.
Oh man.
Okay. Had to hang up on the caller. I was a little. I'm shook up right now, guys. I can't believe it.
Yeah, but nobody questions those top coaches. Great point, James. Coach Belichick, they got Michael Floyd after he had a DUI and got cut by the Cardinals, and he caught a touchdown pass Sunday. I mean, people just, the top coaches get more leeway with what happens. I mean, people talk about it for a couple of days, and we had heard about the Grayson Allen problem a long time ago, but they talked about it for a couple of days, and they said Coach K's got it because they trust Coach K. They just, that's just the way it goes, unfortunately. But I do think he killed his Player of the Year aspirations, because even if he comes back, the voters just aren't going to give him that. So I think he's really. I hate that it had to come this far to this. Honestly, though I'm not the biggest Duke fan in the world, but I think he's suffering. He's not a captain of the team, and they'll come back and they'll win games and they'll make the tourney and they'll be Duke and they'll gel together over the last couple weeks of the season and the ACC tourney. But I mean, I think he's paying it.
Right.
All right. Well, I guess we'll move on to NBA topics right now.
Yeah.
I was a real baller back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I'll take this topic.
Back in what day? When?
Y'all done. Anyway, first topic on the NBA topic is George Karl and about his words on Carmelo Anthony and Lillard. He talked about Melo. He kind of called him selfish and whatnot. And Lillard, he said the reason the team is performing well is completely on his shoulders and not the coach's shoulders.
He's smoking weed.
Hey, is he still in Colorado? It is legal over there.
So do y'all think George Karl is over the line right now? He's just trying to make a name for himself, be still relevant, or what?
I don't know. I took some heat on Twitter because I said, why were people bashing George Karl for having an opinion? And somebody told me it wasn't an opinion. He was just being dumb. Me personally, and he did walk it back a few days later. He said people posted some excerpts and he didn't think they came across the way he wanted them to come across. But I mean, I don't know why people were putting mics in his face. Why are we talking about George Karl? He's a has-been. He was an okay coach when he was there. He wrote a book.
He's giving sound bites out. He knows what he's doing. He's giving out these crazy sound bites, which will cause controversies.
Man, George Karl is a bum. I mean, let's just be honest. It's a opinion, and then it's dumbass opinions, and I just feel like he had a bunch of dumbass opinions.
Yeah, but I didn't say I support.
No, I'm not talking I ain't talking about like what you were saying, Jerry. I'm just saying in general.
Oh yeah, he's dumb.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like, come on, man. Damian Lillard, like, you really saying he's the problem in Portland?
No, he's not the problem in Portland.
Nigga, he's the only solution in Portland.
The only solution in Portland.
I mean, it's just crazy.
All right, next one. Should the Kings trade Cousins?
Yes.
Why? Okay. Why, James?
It's just been sour between him and the organization. Come to Sacramento and play with him unless you trade for him, you know? So before his contract expires, I think you just ship him off, get some draft picks, start all over, because you're not winning with him.
But who's going to trade for him, though? I get that point.
A lot of teams. You kidding me? A lot of teams would trade for Cousins.
A lot of people want.
It's not a lot. It's some.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best center in the NBA. You're gonna have a pretty good market.
Yeah, but I mean, it's does he have the Dwight Howard syndrome where after getting shipped to LA and stuff and he got a bad rap, people were
he can score on offense, so he's not gonna have that syndrome.
Yeah, well, I was just talking about the character issue side of things. I wasn't talking.
I mean, we know he has character issues, but
I was talking about the off the basketball court side of things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's character issues because he's not winning, and I mean, he's never gonna win in Sacramento, so just let him go.
I mean, I don't got no problem with his attitude on the court, man. Like, he just plays hard. He doesn't care what people think.
He doesn't.
But I feel like if you give him if you put him on a good team, you'll see how dominant he is. Just like if you put Anthony Davis on a good team, you'll see them dominate when there's not everybody pressuring them, giving them double teams and all that. You'll see them really flourish. And I mean, I think Sacramento Kings need it and DeMarcus Cousins need it. I mean, I can see him teaming up with John Wall again. John Wall is the only person that might go to Sacramento and play with DeMarcus Cousins, but it won't happen. But
no,
that's the only person I can see.
Could the Wizards trade for him though? But what would the Wizards give up to get Boogie?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Bradley Beal and some picks.
I'm not giving up Bradley Beal.
But are the Kings gonna accept that max contract?
I mean, it's either take that max contract or sign Cousins to a max contract.
But the cap is gonna keep going up and up. So
the cap rising. Yeah.
Speaking on the cap, what's your thoughts on the NBA's rising cap?
I mean, the rising caps are just going outrageous in all the major sports. Just set it at a number. Say this is what we're gonna keep you at, and if you can't meet there or find a way to negotiate your players there, I mean, you can't say it's not fair for everybody. Because right now, I think it's unfair for some people because some people can afford to pay the luxury tax and other people can't. Like I
think the unfair part is you got players that just aren't that good making ridiculous money. Like there's no way Mike Conley should be the highest paid player in NBA history.
Well, Bradley Beal doesn't deserve a max contract too. So I get that point.
Yeah, I mean, they've been throwing out stupid max contracts for years, which I just thought it just doesn't make sense.
I don't know. It's not sensical to me. It's not a sustainable model, or I mean, just the whole thing is just run afoul. It's just run amok.
You think NFL players should be making this NBA money?
They don't play as many games.
But what they do is harder.
I agree with that, but
man, I just feel like this money's gonna get out of hand. And it already is out of hand, but
been out of hand.
Wow.
All right, last NBA topic. How do y'all feel about players like LeBron James resting for away games?
I don't see the problem.
Well, if you're in away, if you're at that city and you're waiting for the Cavs to come to that team, that's your city, and you pay for those tickets, you want LeBron James to play. And 3 days before you go to that game, you learn LeBron's not playing. I mean, that's kind of
watch this. The tickets say the Memphis Grizzlies versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. You know what I'm saying? They should just be basketball.
You know who you're paying to see when you pay for the Cavs.
But
that's your fault.
But that's your fault. It's a team sport, Ben.
It don't matter, man.
It's the NBA. The NBA is not a team sport. The NBA is like 3 players.
They are not the Cleveland LeBron James.
It really is.
You know what I mean? Like,
but that's not who you're paying to play, Ben. That's not who you're paying. No.
Ben, this is how I look at it. You want a rest day, and you want him to play against the Memphis Grizzlies when it's supposed to be his rest day. And what if he gets hurt? You know what I'm saying?
Why not rest home games instead of
Cleveland Cavaliers shouldn't care about a fan in Memphis. They should care about themselves, be selfish, worry about the team, and that's it. This is the business part.
It's about the team. It's a business decision. If this is your rest day, then and just because we're on a 5-game road trip and this is your rest day, I'm not gonna play you because we're here. No, I mean that's not. It's just not. It's common sense, man. Okay, take for example that week, the Christmas week when they played Golden State. They had some away games. What game is more important? Playing against Golden State on Christmas at prime time, or playing the Milwaukee Bucks?
I mean, of course you're gonna play that Christmas game.
Well, then it's that simple.
I don't know. Well, next topic. Who we got?
What you got, Foo?
Let me see. I mean, we still have NFL stuff left over.
All
right, let's see. Well, Todd McShay came out with his mock draft on December 13th.
That blasphemy of a mock draft.
the orders have changed a little bit, but we could talk about some of the top players.
All right.
So Ben, I know you're a big Myles Garrett fan. Do you think it's appropriate to let Jonathan Allen? You a big Myles Garrett fan?
I thought you said you weren't.
No, man.
No.
I give you credit.
We know you love Myles Garrett, Jane. Ben, we know. It's okay.
The Browns will make the right decision by picking Jonathan Allen over him.
I think if you pick any player in this draft over Myles Garrett when you have the number 1 overall pick, you're an idiot.
I strongly disagree.
Go, Jerry. Go.
Ooh. I strongly disagree. And to me, it's just the system. It's just all a system thing. Myles Garrett does not fit a 3-4 system. He just doesn't fit a 3-4 system for me.
You could say the same thing about Emmanuel Ogbah, who they drafted last year.
Oh, I'm not.
Who's a stiffer athlete than Myles Garrett.
I'm not talking about the Browns. Yes, the Browns have the number 1 pick. But I'm just saying, I'm
saying they drafted Emmanuel Ogbah last year, who didn't fit a 3-4.
I think it is unfair to Jonathan Allen and the season that he has had to say that if you pick him over Myles Garrett, that you are making a big mistake. I just think I think that's unfair to Jonathan Allen. I think that's unfair to the body of work that he has put together this year.
He's put in a great career.
I think that's absolutely unfair.
You have to think on a historical basis. Myles Garrett, I don't care what you say, in the past decade.
You're talking about his historical basis.
But can you listen to me? Can you listen to me? In the past decade, you want to grade the top 2 pass rushers come out of college, it's going to be either him or Jadeveon Clowney. That's it.
Jadeveon Clowney?
And he's healthy and more athletic than Clowney.
He's more athletic than Clowney. I'll give you that. But I just think
you're talking about arguably the best edge rusher in the past decade. You're going to pick him for a guy who's Jonathan Allen, who's a great 3 technique, but you can also comp him to Leonard Williams, who's a great player. But we're talking about, you wouldn't say Leonard Williams is the best D tackle in the past decade.
Jonathan Allen's going to play the 5 tech. He's going to play 5 tech in a 3-4 scheme. He's going to play 5 tech.
Yeah. Why would you pick a 5 tech first overall?
So you're putting Myles Garrett at the 3-4 stand-up linebacker?
Yeah. I'll change my defense for him. I don't care.
You're changing so you're gonna fire your defensive coordinator.
You gotta think a 3-4 and a 4-3 isn't as different as it used to be. 3-4 is generally running 4-3 principles on passing down.
You run what you run, Ben.
Yeah, but 3-4 and 4-3 teams mix it up so much. It's not the same as it used to be.
Okay, Ben. Paul Johnson runs a triple option at Georgia Tech. You don't ask him to run Bob Stoops' spread system.
That's completely different than what we're talking about.
All right, fellas. I have a text in topic from one of the viewers.
Okay.
From the man 5 himself. Best CNU team in history.
Hall of Fame.
I don't like fool.
He's gonna be a first team ballot Hall of Famer. CNU.
Wait, what was the question?
Best CNU team in history.
The best CNU team in history?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll be honest, dog. Our junior year, 2014, that was a nice year. I'm a defensive guy, so that's why I like it.
We couldn't score. 2014.
I enjoyed our defense, man. Hey, no, man, look, I'm gonna say it like this. If we didn't run that offense, if we ran the offense they run now, back in 2014,
we going 10
sky's the limit.
But
the sky's the limit.
I don't know. Our junior year, our team, our junior year, our team was a little bit of a sour point for me because I don't think you take any other team in senior history and put that team through what we went through as a team that year, and we go 8-2. So I mean, I was proud of our team for handling what we went through that year. Losing a coach, having a brand new coach come that had never called plays before, and everything like that. We really didn't know what. Yeah. Shout out.
Okay, while we're on D3.
Yeah. We didn't answer the question. I didn't get a chance to say what.
Okay. Go.
I as much as I think I'm indifferent to our teams, I'm gonna go with the 03 CNU football team, first team to ever win a playoff game. Three future All-Americans on that defense.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
I mean,
Ben, all I'm saying is, as a member, as the only member of this podcast of the offensive side of the ball, I don't know if we scoring on Wood and Rob. I just don't know.
Mm-hmm. Who's winning the D3 championship next year?
Next year?
seeing you. What you think, boy? I'm talk shit. You gotta be an old head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I
got confidence in my young guys. You know.
Did we lose Ben? I don't know. I gotta know who our coach is. I hope to see.
You right? We don't got a fucking coach.
Yeah, I gotta hope to see who our coach is. Ben, we lost Ben for a minute after that.
Yeah, Ben upset with me right now.
Ben, I'm gonna.
You mean I got confidence, man?
Ben,
I think the New Orleans Pelicans go to the playoffs every year. I know that's crazy, but I still think it. I mean, let me live, man. Dang.
You know, fool. I'm letting you live, but and I'm riding with my young boys, but I'm gonna shoot in the dark.
I mean, I really don't know.
I think it's wide open.
I think it's going back to Whitewater.
I don't know. I think it's wide open. That Wisconsin conference is very, very tough, especially with Oshkosh this year.
Okay.
So who won in the Heisman next year?
Next year?
Yeah.
I'm going. No, I'm not. It's too hard to go back to back. And if Lamar had played at the beginning of the year the way he did at the end, he would have never won the Heisman.
Okay, you can say that about like damn near any Heisman trophy.
No.
If we put your lowlights where your highlights where you weren't going to win, like
then if Lamar Jackson had not beat Florida State, he would not have won the Heisman.
You gonna take his signature win away? That's what makes a Heisman.
No.
Hey, my man Ty Quigg say Sam Darnold.
Sam Darnold from USC. No, I'm going with Darius Geis. The running back from LSU.
Or Baker Mayfield.
Baker Mayfield will be a Heisman finalist, but I'm going with Darius Geis, who will lead the country in rushing and rush for 2,000 yards in the SEC with LSU and that brand new offense with Coach Canada coming down from Pitt.
You know what I'm going with? I gotta shout out my boy Stevie Boost for this. I'm going with Trace McSorley from Penn State next year.
Oh my God, no. Okay. I mean, it's fun. We can all have an opinion, I guess.
I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts. I mean, I think he gets the offensive coordinator.
He don't get no props for that, though.
He brings back his top 2 receivers, bro.
Yeah, that's his receivers. Like, it's not like he's carrying that team.
He is gonna carry the team.
Jalen understand he has the best weapons around him because Alabama.
Jalen Hurts gonna carry that team.
Jalen Hurts.
Did he carry the team this year?
Jalen Hurts. Who needs to carry a team with that defense?
I'm saying the defense is going to be just as good next year. He's never going to carry.
Oh no, Ben, hold on. Now we can't.
Good.
Ben, this is possibly
Johnny
the best.
Manziel torched their ass.
Ben, this is possibly the best defense that college football has ever seen.
That's true. Besides the Hurricanes team, but also we go back to last year, they still had the best defense in college football. They're always going to have the best defense in college football. So you're never carrying that team.
But that team wasn't scoring like this team was. You know what I'm saying? Like making plays and taking it back to the crib. That's a big difference, man.
Very big difference.
He's not getting the Heisman. I'll put it like
that. Jalen Hurts might win the Heisman.
Watch this offense explode. I'm trying to tell you, he's a freshman quarterback this year. What do you expect from him?
I'll serve as the mediator here. Jalen Hurts might win the Heisman, just not next year as a sophomore.
Watch.
Let's not forget that this man's a true sophomore.
He has 2 veteran receivers.
Oh my gosh, he has 2 veteran receivers.
He don't even throw to Ridley, so why you bringing him up?
I'm gonna.
He's a true freshman. What you want him to do? This man fresh out of high
like
school,
him to throw to one of the best receivers in the country who got forgotten this year.
Hey, can we talk about how that game Lane Kiffin called the other day was probably the horriblest game I've ever seen an offensive coordinator call in college football?
Bro, leave FAU's future alone, bro. Chill out.
That was a horribly called game. But I'm going to go out on a limb and say Darius Geis is going to win the Heisman. LSU is going to win the SEC West, and They're going to play Georgia in the SEC title game. You heard it here
I
first.
just think it's hard to give it to a running back because there's so many good ones.
It's hard. Good ones. Darius Geis rushed for 1,400 yards this year, and he backed up the guy who we just said was set out of the bowl game because he's one of the best running backs in the draft next year.
And Saquon Barkley is better than him.
Saquon Barkley is better than Darius. Oh my God!
Saquon been nasty since his freshman year. Like
I did not say. Okay.
I think they're close, but that's hard to tell.
Okay.
All right. What's the last topic for today? Who got anything left?
Since we come in since college football is almost up. We didn't even talk about the national championship game. Are we just writing it off like that? We can't talk about it. That's going to be the last topic. The college football national football playoff national championship next Monday. We'll have a podcast out after next week, so we'll be able to talk about it. And we'll see who's right and who was wrong.
Oh yeah. Also, before we get on this, y'all, I want y'all to know next week for the podcast we got Ryan Parker. He's up and coming MMA fighter in Virginia right now. He fights usually light heavyweight. He has a belt there.
Mm-hmm.
And January 27th, ODU's TED Center, he's going for his 185-pound belt. So he wants to be a two-belt champion holder right now.
Yeah,
he's a great guy. He's only lost 2 fights, and he's just got great hands. He's going to be on the podcast next time.
Yeah, we got a guest appearance next week. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna train him.
Nah, stick to what you do, James. All right, but predictions for Monday night in the college football playoff. Lane Kiffin is out. I will say that Lane Kiffin is out. Steve Sarkisian is now going to be calling the plays. That was decided yesterday, so he's got a 1 week quick training set up to get ready and call plays in what'll be the biggest game he's ever called plays in a career with a freshman quarterback. So, who do y'all have next week?
Because I hate all things Alabama, I'm going Clemson.
Okay. Do we get a score prediction?
No.
Okay. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna be more bold than Ben. You know what I'm saying? You get no score prediction?
Yeah, he didn't even give us a score.
I think Alabama offense comes alive. I feel like Clemson's gonna move the ball on Alabama's defense. 38-35 Alabama.
Wow. James, 38-35 Alabama. Deshaun Watson comes up short 2 years in a row?
Sadly. I mean, I feel like the Alabama defense makes a play late, puts the offense in position. He can field goal to win.
All right. I'm going to go with a much lower scoring affair than what you're thinking of. I actually think that people don't give Clemson some credit for what they can do defensively. And I think, like I said earlier, Alabama has the best defense that we've seen in college football history, possibly. So I'm going to go with a little bit of a closer game. I'm going to go 24-21, Alabama scoring a touchdown late, and Jalen Hurts out-dueling Deshaun Watson, unfortunately, again. But I'm going 24-21, a little bit of a lower scoring game. I think it's going to be a great game. I hope it's a better game than what we saw Clemson and Ohio State, or Washington and Alabama for that matter. Ohio State was just
Washington Alabama wasn't bad, bro. Come on, man.
It wasn't bad, but Washington was overmatched.
Yeah, they were.
Washington was overmatched.
Anyway, I got my score prediction now.
Okay, you got a score. You gonna give us a score prediction now, man?
Clemson wins 31-20.
31-20. Okay.
You heard it.
Chelsea. Heard it here first. Making bold predictions today all across the land. I predicted that LSU would win the SEC title in 2017 in January, and Darius Geis for the Heisman. So you heard it here first. You might hear some good. You keep listening.
All right, but yeah, this has been our first beta podcast. Next one is the official one with once again with Ryan Parker, MMA fighter out of Spartica and various other affiliations. Hopefully soon the UFC. Anyway, he's fighting January 27th, and we'll have a podcast come up in next week or so. But thank y'all for listening. This is Ben Thompson.
James Faircloth.
And this is Uncle Jerry. Keep tuning in, guys.
See y'all next time, y'all.